This year's British Grand Prix was an absolute thriller, with a red flag, safety car, and astonishing finish. You can now watch full 24-minute episodes of The Inside Line at our official home on unbeaten.com. Silverstone is a predictable mainstay on the Formula One calendar, with the historic track the home of British motorsport. But this year's edition was anything but, with Ferrari driver Carlos Sainz mastering one of the most chaotic races of all time for his maiden win at the pinnacle of motorsport. Sainz, just the second Spaniard to win a Grand Prix, and on his 150th F1 start, crossed the line a comfortable 3.7 seconds clear of the squabbling pack behind, led by Red Bull's Sergio Perez. Pole sitter Sainz got a second chance at the start after an early red flag for massive first corner carnage saw the original grid reinstated and Max Verstappen's overtake neutralized. The Dutchman eventually got ahead after the restart, but he dropped back 2 laps later after debris destroyed his floor, leaving the 2 Ferraris to fight up front. The Scuderia ordered Charles Leclerc past, but the Spaniard pitted for softs, along with Mercedes Sir Lewis Hamilton, under the safety car for the stranded Alpine of Esteban Ocon. Sainz made his move for the lead at the restart and ran clear of the 5-car dogfight behind in the final 10 laps. Mentally, it was one of the toughest races I've done. Managing the gaps, lots of fights on track, the second start, he said. Silverstone was the race Ferrari needed to claw back points to rival Red Bull, but leaving Leclerc out on his worn hard tires under the safety car ultimately cost it a 1-2 result. Perez was Red Bull's top man at Silverstone, again proving his solid gold worth to the brand, with a fight-back drive from the rear, following contact with Leclerc and pit stop on lap 5. It felt like my karting days. Everyone was pushing really hard. My heart rate was pretty high on those last laps. It was a race where it was important not to give up, he said. Hamilton's run to a second straight podium looked like a return to form, with the Silver Arrows desperate for a bouncing breakthrough. It was his record 13th rostrum visit at Silverstone, 10th consecutive. Two-time F1 World Champion Fernando Alonso closed out the top 5 ahead of McLaren's Lando Norris for Alpine's best result this year. It was a scrappy end for Verstappen, with the Dutchman having to defend hard against Haas's Mick Schumacher in the closing stages. The German earned his first points in the sport and finished ahead of his friend Sebastian Vettel, who scored points on his 35th birthday. Schumacher's teammate Kevin Magnussen was 10th for Haas's first double-point score since Germany 2019. Of course, everyone was relieved to see Zhou Guanyu okay after his huge first corner shunt, in which the halo truly saved his life. The Chinese driver skidded along the ground upside down before rolling over the tire barrier and into the catch fencing. To the drivers' standings, and Verstappen still has a comfortable lead, 34 points up on Checo and 43 ahead of Leclerc. Sainz's victory puts him 11 from his celebrated teammate. Onto the constructors, and Ferrari is within 63 points of Red Bull, the gap reduced by 13 points. Alpine is 6 behind 4th-placed squad McLaren, and Haas has leapfrogged Aston Martin. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.